the Apple MacBook Air M3, Asus Zenbook S16, UM5606, Dell XPS 13, 2024, Microsoft Surface Laptop 7, and Lenovo ThinkPad. Carbon Gen 12 are the most popular laptops for medical students of 2025, but which is the absolute best? We are going to compare them to each other and score them in various categories, with some categories holding more weight than others. In the end, we'll decide which is the best one based on the final score, and we will declare the absolute winner. Let's dive in. First, we are going to compare them on the battery life category, which has a multiplier of 2. The MacBook Air M3 delivers an impressive 15 hours and 13 minutes of real-world battery life during continuous web browsing, which is 40 minutes longer than its predecessor. However, when pushing it with intense tasks like video editing, I noticed the included 34.5-watt charger sometimes struggles to keep up while simultaneously charging and working. 8 out of 10. The Asus Zenbook S16 surprised me with its exceptional battery performance, managing 11 hours and 33 minutes in video playback tests, which is remarkable considering its powerful AMD Ryzen AI processor and high-resolution OLED display. What impressed me even more was how it maintained consistent performance while running on battery power, even during demanding tasks like gaming, though the battery drains faster during these intensive workloads. 7 out of 10. The Dell XPS 13 absolutely blew me away with its incredible 19 hours and 37 minutes in productivity testing, making it the longest-lasting laptop I've tested in this lineup. Even when I tried to drain it with heavy multitasking and running emulated applications, it still managed about 10 hours of continuous use, which is exceptional for a Windows laptop. 9 out of 10. The Surface Laptop 7 impressed me with its 15 hours and 44 minutes of continuous web browsing, finally bringing Windows laptops up to par with MacBooks in terms of battery endurance. While it doesn't quite reach Microsoft's claimed 20-hour video playback time, I found it consistently lasted through full workdays with plenty of juice to spare. 8.5 out of 10. The ThinkPad X, one Carbon Gen 12, manages about 12 hours of moderate usage, which is decent but not exceptional. And I noticed the 120Hz OLED display significantly impacts battery life when running at full refresh rate. When I switched to the highest settings, the battery life dropped dramatically to around 6 hours, making it less reliable for long work days away from a power outlet. 6 out of 10. The Dell XPS 13 takes the crown in battery life with a score of 9 out of 10, proving that Windows laptops can now compete with and even surpass Apple's dominance in battery efficiency, thanks to its impressive 19-hour endurance that kept going strong even during intensive workloads. Next, we are going to compare them on the performance and speed category, which has a multiplier of 2. Starting with the Apple MacBook Air M3, I was impressed by its snappy performance in everyday tasks and its ability to handle light video editing with ease. However, I did notice some limitations when pushing it with more demanding workloads, especially compared to its Pro siblings. I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10 for performance and speed. Moving on to the Asus Zenbook S16. I found its AMD Ryzen AI 9 HX 370 processor to be a powerhouse, delivering impressive results across various benchmarks. While it excels in most tasks, I did notice it falls slightly behind in some multi-core tests compared to its Intel and Qualcomm counterparts. Overall, I'd rate it 8.5 out of 10 for performance and speed. The Dell XPS 13, 2024, surprised me with its Qualcomm Snapdragon X Elite chip, offering performance that rivals many Intel-based Ultrabooks. I was particularly impressed by its ability to maintain consistent performance even under heavy loads, though I did notice some limitations with ARM compatibility for certain applications. I'd give it an 8 out of 10 for performance and speed. The Microsoft Surface Laptop 7 blew me away with its Snapdragon X Elite processor, delivering exceptional performance in both single and multi-core tasks. I found it particularly adept at handling AI-related workloads, though I did notice some software compatibility issues with certain legacy applications. For its overall capabilities, I'd rate it 9 out of 10 for performance and speed. Lastly, the Lenovo ThinkPad X. One Carbon Gen 12 impressed me with its Intel Core Ultra processor, offering excellent performance for productivity tasks and light creative work. However, I did experience some throttling issues during extended high-performance tasks, which slightly dampened my enthusiasm. Taking everything into account, I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10 for performance and speed. The Microsoft Surface Laptop 7 takes the crown in this category with its impressive 9 out of 10 score, thanks to its exceptional performance across a wide range of tasks and its prowess in handling AI workloads. Next, we are going to compare them on the portability and design category, which has a multiplier of 1.5. The MacBook Air M3 features a remarkably thin aluminum enclosure measuring just 11.97 by 8.46 by 0.44 inches and at 2.7 pounds. It's a joy to carry around in my backpack all day. While the design is stunning with its 4 color options and MagSafe charging, I wish it had more ports beyond the 2 Thunderbolt ones. 8 out of 10. The Asus Zenbook S16 impressed me with its sophisticated sophisticated design and premium build quality, making it one of the thinnest and lightest 16-inch laptops I've tested. However, the larger 16-inch form factor does make it less portable than the MacBook Air and XPS 13, despite its impressive engineering. 7 out of 10. The Dell XPS 13 features an exceptional build quality with its all-aluminum chassis, and I love how I can easily lift the screen with one finger thanks to its outstanding hinge design. The edge-to-edge keyboard takes some getting used to though, and the limited port selection means I'm always carrying adapters. 8.5 out of 10. The Surface Laptop 7 comes with slimmed-down bezels and a sleek design that rivals the MacBook Air. Plus, it offers more practical port selection, including USB-A and USB-C options. Though the build quality is excellent, I found the haptic touchpad, while innovative, requires an adjustment period for optimal use. 9 out of 10. The ThinkPad X. Carbon Gen 12 features a sophisticated carbon fiber and magnesium construction that's passed military-grade durability tests, and at just 2.47 pounds, it's lighter than both the MacBook Air and Zenbook. The inclusion of USB-A ports on both sides along with HDMI makes it incredibly versatile, though the black finish shows fingerprints easily. 9.5 out of 10. The ThinkPad X. Carbon Gen 12 takes the crown with 9.5 points in this category, combining military-grade durability with the lightest weight in its class and a practical port selection that doesn't sacrifice portability. Next, we are going to compare them on the storage and memory category, which has a multiplier of 1.5. The MacBook Air M3 comes with 8 GB of unified memory in the base model, which I found quite limiting for heavy multitasking, though you can configure it up to 24 GB, which is a decent upgrade. While the base 256 GB storage feels restrictive, the lightning-fast SSD performance makes up for it somewhat. 7 out of 10. The Asus Zenbook S16 impressed me with its generous memory configurations and storage options that cater well to creative professionals and photographers. Plus, I love that it includes a full-size SD card reader for expanding storage. However, I did notice some occasional slowdowns when transferring large files. 8 out of 10. The Dell XPS 13 really shines with support for up to 32 GB of blazing fast LPDDR, 5X RAM, and massive storage configurations, up to 4 TB, which absolutely flew through my multitasking tests. Though the base model storage is a bit limited, the upgrade options are fantastic. 8.5 out of 10. The Surface Laptop 7 delivers solid performance with its memory handling multiple heavy applications simultaneously, and I found the storage to be consistently snappy during my testing. The base configuration offers decent value, though I wish Microsoft included more storage options. 8.7 out of 10. The ThinkPad X. Carbon Gen 12 comes with a speedy 1 TB SSD and 32 GB of RAM in our test configuration, which handled everything from simple web browsing to demanding AI tasks without breaking a sweat. Despite the premium price, I experienced some inconsistent SSD speeds during heavy file transfers. 9 out of 10. The ThinkPad X, Carbon Gen 12, takes the crown scoring 9 points, thanks to its impressive combination of generous base storage and lightning-quick memory performance that makes every task feel instantaneous. Finally, we are going to compare them on the display quality category, which has a multiplier of 2. The MacBook Air M3's 13.6-inch display delivers impressive color accuracy with 99% DCI-P3 coverage and a peak brightness of 495 nits, making it perfect for both indoor and outdoor use, while it lacks the local dimming zones and higher refresh rates found in more premium models. The sharp 2560 by 1664 resolution and excellent color reproduction make it a solid choice. 8 out of 10. The Zenbook S16's OLED panel is absolutely stunning, with 100% coverage of both sRGB and DCI-P3 color gamuts. Plus, it reaches 500 nits brightness in HDR content, which makes movies look incredible. The display's color accuracy is nearly perfect with a delta E of just 0.81, though I noticed the SDR brightness falls slightly short of advertised specs. 9 out of 10. The Dell XPS 13's base 1920 by 1200 display reaches an impressive 503 nits brightness with good contrast, but I was disappointed by its limited color coverage at just 67% Adobe RGB, and the 120 Hz refresh rate suffers from noticeable motion blur. The semi-gloss coating also struggles with reflections compared to matte alternatives. 7 out of 10. The Surface Laptop 7 really impressed me with its incredibly bright 589 nits display and excellent color coverage across sRGB, Adobe RGB, and DCI-P3 color spaces. The 120 Hz dynamic refresh rate makes everything buttery smooth, and the 3:2 aspect ratio gives you more vertical space for productivity, though HDR performance could be better. 9.5 out of 10. The ThinkPad X. Carbon's 2.8K OLED panel offers incredible detail with 100% coverage of both sRGB and P3 color spaces, while reaching a decent 409 nits brightness. The 120 Hz refresh rate makes everything smooth, but I found the maximum brightness a bit lacking compared to competitors. 8.5 out of 10. The Surface Laptop 7 takes the crown in display quality with 9.5 points. points, thanks to its class-leading brightness, exceptional color accuracy, and productivity-focused 3:2 aspect ratio that gives you more room to work. The results of our comparison show each product shines in its own way, but the Microsoft Surface Laptop 7 stands out with its score of 80.55. It's evident that this laptop excels across multiple categories, particularly in performance, display quality, and design. As someone who has spent countless hours with this device, I truly appreciate its powerful Snapdragon X Elite processor that breezes through demanding tasks, paired with a vibrant display that's perfect for extended work sessions. The 3:2 aspect ratio is a real game changer for productivity, offering more vertical space that feels just right for reading studies or working on projects. Combining sleek aesthetics with robust performance makes it a compelling choice for anyone in need of a reliable and stylish workhorse. As for the other laptops in our lineup, each has its own merits. The Lenovo ThinkPad X, one Carbon Gen 12, came close with a score of 73.75, impressing with its durable build and efficient storage and memory capabilities. The Dell XPS 13 followed closely, marking 73.5, known for its incredible battery life and elegant design. The Asus Zenbook S16 scored 71.5 and is a powerhouse, with its stunning OLED display and robust performance. Meanwhile, the MacBook Air M3, scoring 70.5, remains a favorite for those seeking a highly portable design with solid performance. Each of these devices caters to different preferences and needs, but remember, the best laptop is ultimately the one that aligns with your specific lifestyle and requirements.